Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of In the Moment Sports Cards. My name is James Hummel. I am the host of this weekly show every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, better known as Tops North on Instagram. Check me out there. I try to post my collection or cards that I get in the mail. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Even if you don't catch me live every Sunday, I do post my videos after the fact, and so you can always watch them there. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you like. Anyway, probably not going to be too long of an episode this week. There wasn't too much that I got in the mail or that was released. So let's get to it. Actually, the only really one significant card that I got this week was the Topps Now F1 from the first race of the season, Lewis Hamilton. This is the number one out of the 3 cards that were released for that weekend. I think I mentioned before, I did 3 different orders because I was using my Topps Now rewards points. I ordered a 10-pack of these, a 10-pack of number 2, and 10-pack number 3, and then I actually ordered another 10-pack of the Hamilton just to try to get better odds of getting a parallel, which I did not hit in my first 10-pack, but my second 10-pack hasn't actually shipped yet, so hopefully there's some in there. If you haven't seen already, or if you haven't been following Topps Now and F1 cards, quite a few of the 99 have shown up. A couple of the 10 have shown up, and the 101 has surfaced. It did surface with probably the biggest Topps Now collector out there, Jojo May, Topps Now today, I believe, on eBay. Great collector. He's a platinum member. He's probably one of the biggest fans and supporters of the Topps Now program from the start. But yeah, he bought quite a few. I think he bought like a couple of hundred of the Hamilton, and of course he hit one parallel, 1 of 1. So pretty awesome. Congrats to Joe. So that was this week for mail. Hopefully just some more coming this week. All right, so let's get to, I'm going to change things up a bit because I know people have complained to me about not being able to see the images a little bit more, so I'm going to make myself smaller, make my little presentation deck a little bit bigger. Okay, let me just move over to that. So this week in cards. So NBA, there was actually only 3 cards. It was kind of surprising. They didn't drop anything earlier in the week. They waited until Friday to drop 3 cards only. Anthony Edwards, of course, a rookie. Kevin Porter Jr. and Kevin Durant. That was it. I still have to actually order some. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that they only did the 3 cards for the week. I guess it was kind of a quiet week in the basketball world. I'm sure this coming week, it'll probably get a little bit busier considering LaMelo came back. And so he came back from injury from what I understand, and he don't know how he played last night. So maybe Monday or Tuesday we'll see some LaMelo Ball cards because people like to milk them. Anyway, that was it for Panini and NBA. But UFC, they as you saw last week, they had the preview cards for the matches that were from last weekend. They only had 4 cards from that particular particular event, and 2 were of the same fighter. Although I understand, again, I'm not a big UFC fan, but what I do understand is Rose. This was quite a bit of a comeback match for her. She had, I guess, some injuries, or she had some challenges in the last couple of years, and this was a big match for her to come back, and she won it. So congrats to her. But there were some other crazy moments from last weekend. There was the one guy, I can't remember his name, that kicked his opponent and broke his leg. His opponent won without having to land a punch because obviously the broken leg put him out of the match. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to see that on a card. It would have been a little disgusting. So I think was there a UFC event this weekend, or maybe there was just some other MMA match, maybe not UFC, but yeah, we'll we'll hopefully see some more cards. I'm sure the print runs will be relatively large, and we'll know in a few weeks when I get those cards in. So moving over from Panini. Oh, actually, the other thing I'll mention, there were a ton of Panini Instant Draft Night cards. They had 3 different styles. They had like one that was kind of like a fancier looking card, and that had some autographs available for it. There was another like pre-draft night card set, and then there was post-draft night card set. So talk about milking draft. I didn't make those available to any of my group buys. I didn't buy any of them. I'm sure the print runs are going to be huge on those. The Trevor Lawrence, those print runs are going to be massive. The secondary value for those are going to be probably under $10 for a long time. Yeah, Panini milking it, no big surprise. All right, moving over to Upper Deck. 4 cards this week. We're back to challenging times with Upper Deck. It was a tough go, and I think probably because of the Kaprizov card, big name rookie. I had troubles getting on. I think I came close to buying cards about 3 different times, but it did end up working for me. One of my purchases, I was able to get the cards that I wanted. I got some gold out of them. Again, Upper Deck's just not able to manage the traffic. We're coming close to the end of the season. I'm really hoping they get things sorted out for next year, considering we'll have a longer season. Maybe we'll have some bigger names out of it, bigger name rookies. Just really hope they sort the situation out and make it easier for buyers. I'd like to be able to talk to a couple of people at Upper Deck to get them to work this out, because it's too challenging. Just go back to the way that they had it run before, where it was an open print run, just like Topps now. But at least let the print and run know. You've heard me say that over and over again. So, all right, enough of that. Moving over to Topps now. Soccer. Not a lot of big cards this week. Well, although we did see cards from MLS, Bundesliga, and European Champions League, UEFA Champions League. No new big rookies. Kind of the big card out of MLS was this Julio card, which apparently was his debut match, and he got a goal, but no rookie card. Although I'm assuming someone mentioned that he has played professionally before, so maybe that's why he didn't get a rookie card logo on that. But yeah, just the other cards I picked were just kind of interesting looking cards. No Haaland, no Mbappe, right? Yeah. So moving over from soccer to MLB, lots of great moments this week. I'm really fearful about the Ohtani effect again. If you were a Topps Now collector back in 2018 when Ohtani made his debut, there were a ton of Ohtani cards. And if you've maybe heard me mention it before, when he did debut, they printed both English versions and Japanese or kanji versions. So the print runs were crazy. They were releasing, an Ohtani card like every other day. And we saw it this week. Not that the guy isn't a phenom. Don't get me wrong. The guy's, he's lightening up, in front of the plate and at the plate, right? As both a pitcher and a hitter. He deserves it. I don't want to have 20 different, or 100 different Ohtani cards for the entire season. Just way too much. Some other highlights that I did pull out. Perez hit a career number of games playing for Kansas City. Had a rookie card with Javier and Badu. Of course, I got to highlight the Blue Jays moments this past week, right? We had a couple of walk-offs from Guerrero and Kirk. Kirk hit 2 home runs. This is actually the first Topps Now card, and this is actually his first card that will be out in the wild. I believe he is part of the Road to Opening Day set, but he's not even in Series 1. There aren't any other products that he's for Topps products. He has been in Bowman products, but no Topps products. So this is his true rookie card, I think. That's a little side joke for a fellow collector of mine. And then and with Guerrero, he hit 3 home runs, which means we are going to get a bonus card out of the Vlad triple home run. And then there were some autographs and relics, which I'll show on the next page. And then the one of the other cards that I really liked, and I'm happy that they produced, because, you know, in some of the conversations I had with fellow collectors, was this Freeman Rizzo card. It was, if you didn't see the highlight earlier in the week, I guess the Cubs were up quite a bit in the game, and Rizzo, I guess, asked to pitch an inning or pitch at least against Freeman, and he struck out Freeman, and they had a good chuckle, the two of them, so they got a nice friendly rivalry there. So it was nice, kind of a moment for them to have, and they showcased on the card. So that was I was really happy to see that, and I know I definitely picked out one of those for myself. We did get a, what is this guy's name? I can't remember this guy's name. This other rookie, unfortunately, I can't see it. It's too small for me to see. He got a home run, his first home run for his career. JD Martinez, another team that's got that buggy for them to go down in home run, although I think that's the same team. Judge card, of course, Judge Yankees, it's always popular card. And then Joey Votto hit a career milestone. And, you know, I think he's a really underrated player. He's Canadian, good Canadian boy, but he's a really underrated player. Will he make the Hall of Fame? I don't know, but he's getting close to the end of his career. So those were the MLB, and then turning to autographs and relics. As mentioned, the Vlad Jr. Auto relic came out. They both did a relic ball with an autograph and then just a plain autograph. I ended up getting the auto out of 99 through another collector because they sold out instantly, the out of the 99. So yeah, it was nice card to have featured. You know, I'm really happy that Topps is producing some great Blue Jay cards out there. Recognizing that the team is a, you know, they're a team to be reckoned with this season. So Kirilloff, there was an autograph. That's what it was. Kirilloff. Nice looking card. Great photo. And then again, the Votto with his career 300th career hit. Third in Reds history. So a nice autograph there too. And they were all pretty reasonably priced, I will say, which is nice to see too. Again, I've mentioned it before. Topps does a good job of pricing autographs close to market value. It makes it affordable, especially if you use like a $40 Topps Now rewards coupon. So definitely keep that in mind. If you have rewards and autos come up, use those points towards those autographs. It makes the cards a lot cheaper and definitely worth it. And then finally, for the turn back the clock, so we had an autograph this past week, the Chipper Jones, and it was a really nice card. I didn't pick this one up. I've got a couple of Chipper Jones autographs, Topps Now autographs from his Hall of Fame induction announcement, not the induction event, just the announcement. So I didn't really feel like I wanted it. Although I did help a fellow collector get. He was a big Chipper Jones collector. He wanted the 101, so I helped him out with that. Yeah, some other decent moments. Harper, that's okay. The one that really kind of stands out for me is that Nolan Ryan being carried off. He for his no-hitter. You know what? That's an iconic picture. I've seen that picture quite a number of times in various media. So nice photo and nice card to highlight Nolan Ryan's career. So that was it. I do know what the card is going to be tomorrow. There's a little secret that if you kind of can figure it out yourself, you can actually see, and Topps actually sometimes has the photos ready for each time they post the turn back the clock photos. So I was able to see what tomorrow's card is, which is I'm really excited for because it's another good Canadian player, and I'll highlight that next week. I do plan on getting it. All right, so that's it for the cards this week. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about, and I'm just going to get rid of this, is a couple of days. It is Star Wars Day. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck are you talking about, Star Wars Day? Well, if you don't know, May 4th is Star Wars Day. Why? Because it's May the 4th be with you. Ha, 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 ha. I'm wearing a good Star Wars t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it. So what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to highlight some of the Topps Now cards that have been produced for Mandalorian. if you are not aware, for the first season of Mandalorian, Topps partnered with Disney and Star Wars to produce Topps Now cards. And they were producing 5 cards per episode. So what do we at? How many episodes do we have? 18 times. I'm not going to do the math. Forget it. But yeah, they were producing 5 cards per episode. They were released a couple of days after the on the Monday following the day that the episode was pushed to Disney Plus. My reaction from the cards. Well, here, let me show you. This is the very first card in this set. Okay, so this is a minor character. You didn't really think that this character was ever going to show up based on how they wrote him in the first episode. He's like one of the first characters you actually see in the series. He's only in the series for like 10 minutes, barely, of that very first episode. Spoiler alert, he does show up in season 2. So I guess it's kind of appropriate that he was included as part of the set. It's just kind of odd that they put it as the first card of the series, because you would think that they would use Mando as part of that set as card number 1, but they didn't. This is card number 2. Right? No, this is card number 3. So not even the second card is of Mando. It's the third card in the set. But the other thing I don't like about this set is how dark the photos are. So I'm assuming Disney and Star Wars are controlling how much they leak out in terms of each episode. And I'm assuming Topps needs these photos ahead of time to be able to produce and get the cards ready to sell. So the photos that they use, they're obviously nothing big in terms of spoilers or anything, but they're really, really dark. And it's almost like they use photos from the filming instead of someone on set taking photos. That's probably my biggest complaint about these cards, is that they're just way too dark, really hard to tell what it is. But they do have some great shots. And here's probably the first one with the child, Baby Yoda, or Grogu, as we find out in season 2. Probably the more iconic card out of the set, which isn't until card 12, which is episode 3, chapter 3, is the child, Baby Yoda. Again, really, really dark photo. Just not happy with it. They could have used a better photo. Anyway, here's some of the other photos or cards from the series that I picked out as my favorite. That's a really great. That's a better shot. See, that's a better shot. But that scene from that episode is bright and sunny day. Or it's supposed to be a bright and sunny day. So that's a much better shot of the child, Baby Yoda. Probably one of my favorite characters in the entire series, which is, what's his name? Moff Gideon. This is right at the end of the series, so this is close to the end of the series, chapter 7. That's a great shot of him. That was the first season. On to the second season. Again, first card from that is the Gregorian Guards. Again, Gamorrean Guards. Again, it's one of the earlier scenes right in the first episode of second season. It's just an odd selection. You would have thought that they would have chosen, Baby Yoda or Mando as the first card. No, they chose these two guys, who are killed. Anyway, spoiler alert. Some other great photos of the child, Baby Yoda, Grogu. I like that one. This one where he's eating the eggs. It's a really funny scene. If you were big into Star Wars, you know that the appearance of Ahsoka Tano is big. So this is a really cool looking card with her double white lightsabers. And then they do. This is probably one of the more pivotal scenes in the series too, where Baby Grogu is put on the Seeing Stone, I guess, to connect with other Jedi in the universe. This is a great card of Boba Fett, and Boba Fett comes back in season 2. And if, again, spoiler alert, if you saw the end of season 2, they teased Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, which is going to be the next series, kind of following Mandalorian. So that's can probably be exciting. I really hope Topps does some Topps Now cards of that series too. Moff Gideon with that black saber, which is the only card out of the 2 seasons that they had him with that black saber. Again, disappointing. I really thought that they would have had more of those. But again, maybe it's, again, controlling the images and leaking. This one's an important card, an important photo, because this is where Mando takes his helmet off. Again, if you follow Star Wars, Mandalorians don't take their helmets off. They are supposed to keep them on unless they're in private. So kind of a key scene. And finally, the last card in this set, card 40, well, there you go, it's 40 cards, is Baby Yoda. He's off to live with other Jedi. And he's actually going with, spoiler alert, Luke Skywalker. So if you weren't... that's another thing I was surprised at, that they didn't do a card with Luke Skywalker. Okay, and then finally, they did do some autos for this set, but they only did it for season 1. They did 3 different autos. They did one for the scientist. I can't remember the scientist's name, to be honest. It was the first auto. I think they released it for episode 2. I didn't buy it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. They did an auto for Cara Dune, who is also, the actress, Gina Carano, or yeah, something like that. Gina, controversial individual. We won't talk about that, but they also produced an auto for that. For some reason, I didn't buy that one. The auto I did buy was Moff Gideon, Giancarlo. Out of 49, they did do a couple of different color parallels. I ended up buying 2 of these, and I sold one to kind of make some money back. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Topps Now autos in baseball is this card. And so hope they didn't do any autos for season 2. Don't know why. Hopefully they do some for some upcoming seasons, especially for Mando. For the I can't remember the guy's name that plays the actor or plays the character, but they didn't do any of that actor. He's in some other Topps products, Star Wars products. So I don't know why they wouldn't have included him in Topps Now. So hopefully they do, and for next year, because they did announce that season 3 of Mandalorian is going to be May of next year, I think, after they do the Book of Boba Fett, which should be coming out in December. So that's it for this week. Again, thank you for watching. Next week we should have some, hopefully, F1 cards. There was a race today. It wasn't exciting. Hopefully they make at least 2 cards out of it. Maybe Hamilton winning his 97th Grand Prix. But yeah, we'll obviously some baseball cards and all the other products coming out. So again, thank you for watching. Leave me a comment, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like me to talk more about. Always willing to improve my show. Let people know about my show. Spread the word. I'd really appreciate it. So have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.